Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'll be talking about Itadori Yuji and how in the recent chapters he just unlocked his domain expansion. Before starting this video, I would like to give a spoiler warning to all the anime only fans and the manga fans as well, those who are not up to date with the recent chapters, as this will contain some spoilers. So if you want, you can save this video, get up to date with the entire series, and then you can come back and watch this video later. So in this chapter we see that Sukuna puts Hana as well as big brother Todo out of commission, and Itadori Yuji is the final person standing to face him. He has regained his reverse curse technique ability, with which he heals his arm, which was cut off by Maki in a few chapters back. With the forearms back, Sukuna is back to his full power, and he sees that the only person standing between him and him regaining his cursed energy is Itadori Yuji, and he decides that if he lands some successful black flashes, he will be able to regain his energy very soon. We also get to see Itadori Yuji use dismantle on Sukuna, and this is very different from Sukuna's dismantle in the sense that when we see Sukuna's dismantle, it's more of a projectile of slashes towards the opponent, whereas for Itadori's dismantle to work, he needs to make contact with his opponent. Sukuna realizes that if this dismantle is successfully landed on him, it would weaken the link between him and Megumi. So he realizes that all he needs to do is dodge his attacks and then he should be fine. And eventually, if he is able to hit black flashes on Yuji, he should be able to regain his full strength back. Obviously, a full powered Sukuna is bad news. However, towards the end of the chapter, we see a flashback where Gojo explains to Itadori Yuji the basics of cursed energy and how it can enhance someone's power, and also a bit more about it. Right when the chapter is about to end, Itadori Yuji uses his domain expansion. The scene then cuts to a railway station where we see Sukuna is waiting, he is confused, and eventually we see Yuji approaching Sukuna and he says, "Let's go." Now this is where the chapter ends, and it leaves a lot of question as to the exact nature of Itadori Yuji's domain expansion. Now, as we have followed throughout the series, we have seen that Itadori Yuji has not really had many moments where like he came out at top. However, this could be interesting as finally we have seen that he has been gaining more and more abilities. As we have seen previously, he was able to use reverse curse technique, he was able to use cut and slash. Recently, he was just able to use dismantle. So far, we have seen that Itadori Yuji's strongest attack is the Black Flash, and he was able to land quite a number of consecutive hits on Sukuna, which powered him up even further. And with that combined with the reverse curse technique, he was already a formidable opponent to face. Now, with his domain expansion, it might be interesting to see where it is headed towards. Now, it's all guesses as to what Itadori Yuji's domain expansion could be. So, I have my own theory as well. I think that if we go back to chapter 35, when we first saw Itadori's ability to use some form of false memory which was implanted onto Todo's memories, where he imagined Yuji as his best friend. Now, at the time when this event happened, it seemed kind of funny. We saw Todo calling him his best friend, and that entire thing was quite funny and hilarious. Later on, however, in chapter 106, when Yuji was facing Chozo and he was on the brink of death, Chozo also gets hit by the similar ability, and he has this memory where he's sitting in a dinner table with Yuji and Yuji is feeding him. So I think somehow this ability of his could be what this domain expansion is all about. Now, coming to this recent chapter, we also see a sort of a false memory of Sukuna where he seated in a railway station. This event obviously never happened. So his domain expansion could be something where he is able to put some kind of false memory inside the opponent's heads. Now, it will be really funny if Sukuna starts treating Itadori Yuji as his best friend. However, that happening is very unlikely because the ideology of Sukuna and Yuji is very different from one another. So it will be interesting to see how the false memory is able to help Itadori Yuji in his fight against Sukuna. I still think that Sukuna is a far stronger opponent than Yuji. However, it will be interesting to see how the abilities of Itadori develops from here and probably helps him in his final battle against Sukuna. Like the fact that Gege Akutomi has finally decided to put some focus on Itadori Yuji, as we have seen recently all his developments, and this domain expansion could fit right into all his abilities, and I'm excited. Let me share your own theories in the comment section below, And please support my channel by giving it a like, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to this channel. See you for in the next one. I will be waiting for the next leaks, next few leaks perhaps, and then I'll make another video on this, giving an update. And till then, stay tuned. Bye.